So hello, what's up students? Again, this is your teacher Shai and I am welcome you again to my vlog. So now students, since last time we tackled about the first 4 common types of bias for our vlog for today, let's continue the topic. Let's have the 3 more common types of bias. You ready? Yes, I am also ready, so let's go! So the 5th common type of bias is the confirmation bias. So what is a confirmation bias? Confirmation bias happens when one tends to search for, interpret, favor, and remember information supporting one's views and belief. So that is a confirmation bias. So here is the example of confirmation bias.
Imagine that a person holds a belief that left-handed people are more creative than right-handed people. Whenever this person encounters a person that is both left-handed and creative, they place greater importance on this evidence supporting their already existing belief.
Next is the conformity bias. What is conformity bias? So conformity bias is a tendency of people to behave like those peoples around them, rather than using their own personal judgment. That is a conformity bias. And now, this is an example of conformity bias.
As psychologist Dan Ariely notes that cheating is contagious. When we see others succeed by cheating, it makes us more likely to cheat as well. Indeed, the conformity bias can cause people to simply follow the herd rather than use their independent ethical judgment.
And now, for the last common types of bias is halo effect. So what is a halo effect? Halo effect happens when one sees the wonderful thing about a person and let the perception about that person be distorted. That is a halo effect. And here is now the example of the halo effect bias.
Among the applicants, only Leo's papers were completely reviewed because the manager was impressed with his awards and commendations. That is one example of halo effect. The second one is our overall impression of celebrities. People perceive them as attractive, successful, and often likable, so people also tend to see them as intelligent, kind, and funny. This means that perceptions of a single trait can carry over to how people perceive other aspects of that person. And now, let us have some activities. What we are going to do is to identify what type of bias does the statement shows. Let's start with number 1. When a manager consistently praises an employee because of their strong communication skills, what type of bias does it shows? The answer is halo effect. How about the second one? You were forced to watch the concert of BTS because all your friends loved it. What type of bias does it shows? The answer is conformity bias. How about this last example? You believe that gardening can avoid stress. Then, you ask some people if it's true. And majority of them agrees with you. What type of bias does it shows? The answer is confirmation bias. Good job, everyone!
And since we are now done about the common types of bias, let's have some recap.
So, as a recap, the 7 common types of bias are: first, gender bias; second, religion bias; third, anchoring bias; fourth, media bias; fifth, confirmation bias. 6. Conformity bias. And lastly, the halo effect.
So that's all for this week. I hope you've learned something from my videos. And don't forget to like, share, and hit the notification bell for more videos. Again, this is your teacher Shai, and thank you everyone. Bye!